Welcome back to a Real Talk with Coach Bill Flanagan, featuring our first coach guest, Coach Chris Zuccaro. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
It's not that he had a choice. I mean, we made him do it. So let's be clear about this, okay? He's not here voluntarily.
I got dragged into this.
Yes. I asked Coach Flanagan yesterday, I said, should we have a coach on? And he said, yes, I think it'd be pretty funny if we bring on Coach Zuccaro, because the dynamic, as I've been told, is interesting because you've played for Coach Flanagan and now he is your boss.
Yep.
And you also are on the bench with him for NCDC games.
Yep.
So you see and have seen quite literally every side.
Yes. Yes, I have.
Come on, ask the tough questions. He's going to be nice.
Yeah.
I sign his paychecks.
That is true. Okay, so let's just start with, is Coach Flanagan right now, how is he compared to when you were playing with or for him as a coach? What do you see that is different?
Careful.
Careful.
You said hard questions. Coming out the bat with the hard questions.
Yeah, that is a tough question. I mean, the whole reason I came, going way back into my time, the whole reason I came to the Cyclones was to play for him.
That's some high praise.
Yeah. The rumors and all the stuff that you hear before you actually step foot here is he's this scary guy that is really, really hard to play for. And that's exactly kind of what I wanted. I knew he would get the most out of me, and that's exactly what he did. I think he's a lot nicer now than he was. Not nicer. I guess the word's more patient than he was. We're coming up on 10 years now, which is crazy. But yeah, it has changed. But I think that's due to a lot of things. Kids, it's not the same. It's not the same. I guess style, culture of players coming up, which can be good and bad. We have to evolve, and he's done a very good job of that. That's what I've seen.
Scary, huh?
Scary. You were scary.
Scary. It sounds like something.
Kind of scary to you.
I mean, you know what? We use that word and I know you guys are kidding. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's the passion and the intensity that I bring to everything that I do, and some people can handle it better than others. And at the end of the day, I'm black and white. I wear myself on my sleeve. I just not always right, but I'm just going to give you an effort. I'm going to give you just everything I have in terms of when I coach or when you work for me. And at the end of the day, I'm just asking for the same in return. So if that's scary for players, that's fine. But at the end of the day, and Chris can attest to this, once we're off the ice and once we're in an environment where there's a more one-on-one teaching type of atmosphere, I'm not scary at all. And at the end of the day, I have evolved. And he's right. And I have become more patient. Probably don't have as much energy as I used to back in the day to be as intense as I used to be. But I just love the game. I love the fact that, I got a chance to coach him, and then he gets to come work for me and represent, the Cyclones and who we are and what we are. And I couldn't ask for, more of a bigger connection to be able to relate to these players than somebody like Chris. So that's everything for me and makes everything that I've done over the years worth it. When
he was playing for you, did you think, he's going to be a coach after his playing career?
Yeah, it's a great question. I mean, I think we talked about, young coaches last week, and we said that, how do you get a young coach or somebody interested in coaching, and who's going to be successful at it? It's about sacrificing yourself for others. And so if you were to ask me for that definition, and does Chris fall into that definition, I would say 100% yes. There's he's a dorm guy. He's a dorm guy. He's a guy that people can rely on to, he never says no. He's a captain of our hockey team back in the day. And everybody here, I don't think you can find a negative word about him. So, the answer is yes. Now that we have defined, who can coach it nowadays, he's willing to give more of himself to others than, and that's just what the formula is. So, he fits that mode. He's doing an awesome job at it.
What is, Coach Zuccaro, your favorite let's keep it like PG, maybe PG-13 rated memory of Coach Flanagan from
Easy.
when you were playing?
Easy, Chris.
My favorite moment with him is winning the championship my second year here. Having him come in the locker room and having the big Gatorade. I think
I can still remember
I
it.
still have a.
I mean,
I think I have a video. I gotta find it.
Yeah, we should find that video. I was
couple-
not expecting that. That was one of the best moments coaching.
I mean, that whole season in itself was the coolest thing I've ever been a part of.
And it's off the back of the net, and the Cyclones have just won this EHL championship 3-2. Like I say, no one deserved to lose this one, but somebody had to win, and it was your Northern Cyclones.
I got hurt halfway through. Our leading scorer of the team, Kevin Valenti, got hurt through the team. We lost one of our best defensemen. Not lost. He got a Division I commitment halfway through the year. We didn't beat the Monarchs one time that year until those games actually meant something. Triple overtime in Game 3. That whole year was. We still talk about it to this day. It was magical. I don't think we'll ever be able to repeat something like that again. That's my favorite moment. Was him coming into the room after we accomplished everything that we talked about. I think 90% of that team went to school. I still talk to a lot of those guys. It's crazy now. They're married, having kids, doing all that stuff. I feel like just yesterday we were all still playing together, but that's definitely my favorite.
And we're looking at a picture right across from the camera of that championship celebration. And boy, what a group, and led by Chris. And everything you just said was true. I mean, it was just, it was, if you're going to write a story about a championship and how to win a championship and what goes on to win a championship, everything about it just all fell into place. A little bit of luck also, but just a tremendous group of kids, and so diverse, and different skill sets and sizes and where they came from, and it was just special. And again, it's special to have a player be a captain of a championship team. You got to be special, and he was. And again, that's why it's so awesome that he's here, and he's actually, again, giving that experiences and his personal experiences, and just representing the Cyclones. Nobody can do it better than him. I mean, so he was there. He wore the jersey. He hangs in the rafters. He's in the gym with the trophies and things like that. So, and he went to school, and at the end of the day, I mean, that was, and that Gatorade, I can still remember it. I can still, like it was yesterday, and I think that it was orange. It was orange.
We played 5 games in 7 days. One of the games went to triple. We were
triple overtime.
We had a trainer back then that did absolutely. He was doing magical things to keep us on the ice.
Keep you guys going. Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, everything about it, and it was orange, and I remember coming out, and my wife had wipes, and we had to get it all off me, and we couldn't even go to dinner because I was soaked with it, so I had to go home and shower and everything. But it was worth every moment of it, and I can still remember it, and I think that's what again drives me to the rink every day, because even if that's the only moment in terms of the last X amount of the last century that I get to be involved in something like that, was worth it. But I keep trying to chase it because, again, like you just said, you still think about it, you still talk about it, and the memory is still as fresh as it was yesterday. So I think that's what continues to drive me to go to the rink. So
yeah, we touched on this a little bit in the last episode, and Chris and I will get more into it for his coach's spotlight later this week. But coming especially from his perspective as a parent, if you're coming and you're looking at the Northern Cyclones as a place for your kid to play, and you see someone who is now a coach who played at the highest level in this organization, won a championship with you, what is the importance of that for a parent to be like, yeah, this person has literally been through every single thing that my kid is about to go through or wants to do playing college?
A lot of people talk the game, but they can't walk. They talk the talk, but they can't walk the walk. Chris is a prime example of talking the talk but walking the walk. He can tell people experience. He can tell true stories. He can tell the way we operate, what we care about. He went through the process. He's here for a reason. He's just he had other opportunities to go for other jobs and do other things, but this is where he is and this is where he wants to be. He's been here for multiple years. I don't see him going anywhere. At the end of the day, like this is where. So he's telling people real stories.
Yeah.
In the environment that we're in now, there are so many fraudulent stories out there. There are so many non-truths. There's a lot of unfortunately, too much choice. But with programs, coaches, this is real stuff. We produce real results, and the results are sitting right next to me. And that's what we pride ourselves on. And I can sit there and we can have conversations with parents all the time about things, but really to be able to actually factually back things up, and that's what we do here. And he's one of the backups.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
And Coach Zuccaro, what have you seen from your time from when you started coaching here to now you're coaching with him and CDC behind the bench? You obviously coach the 15s. Is there like a switch in your head that you have to like turn on and off to go from coaching 15s to being next to him at the NCDC setting, like, or is it just like, what's that whole mindset?
I've always thought that in years past coaching that there was a major difference. This year, for some reason, I found myself saying it's very, very, very similar. Obviously, the pace of play and the competitiveness and the skill gap is a lot closer at the NCDC level.
Right.
But I still find myself talking to him about the same stuff. Yeah, my 15 is doing the same thing, having trouble understanding this concept or something like that. At the end of the day, me and him have the same goals of we want to develop these kids. We want to put them in positions to succeed. I'm doing the same thing at the 15 level as he would be doing at the NCDC level. So in years past, I thought I would have to flip a switch, but obviously going to year 6 of doing this, it's the same thing. And I think that's the case for any team, from our NCDC team all the way down to our U14 Academy team. We all have that same mission.
Yeah. I kind of have always wanted, but also have not always wanted to like spend a game just on the bench with Coach Flanagan, just to kind of hear the sounds and see the antics, I guess. What is, from your perspective, what is that like?
Oh, it is the best thing in the world. The noises that come out, the energy, the emotion. I like just getting them going a little bit at times.
Good.
Playing soft right now. Not getting pucks deep. All that stuff that I know will just get him fired up. It's the best. But again, he's the biggest competitor that I've ever met.
Yeah.
He hates losing more than anybody I know. That's why that's why I wanted to play for him. It's that you flip it around, you're a player on that bench. It's the best feeling in the world knowing that your coach has your back 100%. He wants to win just as bad as you do. But being on the bench is a treat. We should probably get him mic'd up.
Yeah.
I've thought about
We're
it.
going to pass on that.
I've thought about it.
I'm not going to sign off on that waiver. But, at the end of the day, again, my demeanor on the bench has certainly changed. I was absolutely the most hated coach in Massachusetts high school hockey history. I had way too much caffeine before games and when I was coaching high school. And the referees just despised me. And I learned lessons that I needed to make the referees my friends, not so much my enemies. So I've learned that. I've calmed down a little bit in that regard. Referees try their hardest. They give us a good effort, just like anybody else. So we all make mistakes. So, but no, I definitely am very. I'm very. What's the word?
Animated.
Yeah, I'm animated. I'm animated on the bench. I'm always into the games. I tell my team all the time, I don't want you to be non-emotional, and I'm going to be emotional with you, and we're gonna battle together. And again, I always give the phrase: if you wanted me to come and practice and lie on the ice and take a nap, and not give you an effort during practice, then you're at the wrong place. Because I'm coming every day. As I get older, I'm still coming every day to give you energy, to give you an effort, to try to make you better, and whatever it's going to take. But I've mellowed. So, and I'm happy that I am, and my wife's happier than I am. My children are happy than I am, and my dogs are happy than I am, and my staff's happy than I am. So, I mean, it's all good. It's all good. But I will never lose the fact that I just love this game, and I will continue just to try to push my players, my staff, everybody around me to be the best they can be. So.
Is there anything that I did?
No, that's it. I think I was good. I think we covered a lot. I think it's good to get a perspective. I think you did a good job of keeping it, G-rated, like we said, and I think that I think we bring on Bill W next.
That'll be a good one.
He doesn't. He's camera shy, so we're gonna get him in front of the camera, and he's been with me for 10 years now, working for me, and he certainly has some good stories, and it's going to be fun to get him behind it too. So
I still haven't gotten him to do a post-game interview for Premier. I ask him all the time.
He's changed too. He was my first year playing. second year playing here was his first year.
Yeah,
here. So from seeing on my side too, seeing
boy,
him,
is he really involved.
seeing him now to what he was back then
it's incredible.
Cool. Yeah,
it's one of my I'm very proud of who he's become, and it's awesome. So so look forward to it. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for coming. Thank you. Have a great night. Roll clone. Oh, it's good stuff.
You ready?
Hold on, let me take my serious pill. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Do I already know what it is?
Yeah, just a couple.
Thanks.
3, 2, 1.
Can you see him on the camera yet?
No. No.
This is how it always goes. It's
Yeah.
like the first 10
Couple
minutes.
minutes. Yeah.
Maybe somebody might zoom in, but it should be fun.
Yeah, that'd be not good.